Hey guys, it's me, Mario, and today we're going to continue Krabb, Master of the Sea, with Chapter 4, Velmal, Curse of Gwildor. How y'all doing today? Hope you're doing well. And, cheers. Well, Mel, thought Tom, we're not going anywhere. He shouted at the sky. Silver scrambled on to his feet and scampered to the front of the boat, with two paws planted on the edge. He howled at the terrifying beast. Krabb took no notice and scuttled across the water towards them, throwing up seawater as he did so. Tom gasped as he saw that the beast could walk on the sea's surface. Krabb's two wide pincers were each as big as a person and lined with serrated edges. They snapped in the air, and Tom realized they would cut him in half as easily as a sword would slice a leaf. Excuse me. Krabb loomed over them, rearing up on his back legs. Tom stared into his wide red mouth, which dripped with slime. "Get back!" Elena shouted to Silver. The wolf darted out of the way as one of Krabb's claws grasped the boat's prow. Add. The wood splintered between his pincers with a crunch. Tom staggered back as the mast snapped and seawater poured in around the benches. Storm whined in panic. Tom knew that he, Elena, and Silver could swim to safety as excuse me, I lost my spot. Tom knew that he, Elena, and Silver could swim to safety if the boat sank, but he wasn't sure how far Storm would swim. Tom drew his sword. "Take us in to shore," he called out to Elena. "Just keep the beast back," she replied, grabbing the emergency oars and paddling furiously. With the mast destroyed, it was the only way they'd reach safety. Krabb swung a pincer at them, and it took all of Tom's strength just to parry the blow with the flat edge of his sword. Tom knew that he mustn't hurt Krabb. Eldaru had said these beasts were good. Velmal was the real enemy. As the damaged boat limped closer to the shore, Krabb turned on the water, lifting an enormous pincer and smashed it down towards the boat. Tom dived across the deck to take the blow on his shield. The beast screeched and blew back his pincer. Krabb loomed over them. The boat pulled away, with Krabb in close pursuit. Here's Elena rowing the boat, with Tom fighting Krabb while Elena is trying to escape. It's a nice 2-page image. As the damaged boat limped closer to the shore, Krabb turned on the water, lifting an enormous pincher and smashed it down towards the boat. Tom dived across the deck to take the blow on his shield. The beast screeched and blew back his pincher. Krabb loomed over them. The boat pulled away with Krabb in close pursuit. Each time the beast fell behind, his legs worked faster, and he gained on them. Elena paddled desperately while Tom kept watch on their deadly opponent. Itchy nose. He searched Krabb's hideous form, looking for some sign of the enchantment. If Velmal had cast a spell, that meant there had to be some mark of evil on the beast's body. "Take over, Tom," said Elena, panting. "I can't row for much longer. I'll deal with Krabb." Tom dropped to his knees and took the oars, plunging them into the water and heaving with all his might. Elena stood up and placed an arrow in her bow. "No," Tom said, still paddling. "You mustn't kill him." "I'm just going to slow him down," said Elena. She let the arrow fly, and it lunged tongue twisters. "I'm just going to slow him down," said Elena. She let the arrow fly, and it lunged in the joint where one of Krabb's front legs met his shell. The beast screeched and sank out of sight beneath the waves. Tom sighed with relief. The minor wound would keep Krabb back for now. "Well done," he said to Elena as he paddled the boat inland. She smiled at him, and soon they were able to pull the boat ashore and help Storm and Silver step out onto the beach. Looking around, Tom could see that the Gwildorian coast had perfect white sand, with a cluster of trees 50 paces on land. 50 paces inland. "I thought we'd never make it," said Elena quietly. "We wouldn't have if it wasn't for you," Tom replied. Storm suddenly gave a whine of warning. 2 figures were making their way towards them from the trees. A man and a woman, but they didn't seem quite human. Tom felt his skin prickle. He could sense that evil was close by. "Who are they?" murmured Elena. Tom stared at the figures. Their bodies were ghostly and surrounded by a smoky purple cloud. He drew his sword, but the male stranger just laughed. "Put down your weapon, young man," he ordered coldly. "Your sword is useless against me for now. I am the great Velmal." So this is Gwildor's dark wizard, Tom thought, hearing Silver growl beside Elena. Velmal wore a dark tunic, and his long hair was a pure fiery red. Unlike Mavel, his arms and legs were thick with muscle, but the cruel lines of his face reminded Tom of his old enemy. "What do you want?" Tom shouted. "He's a brave child, isn't he?" said the woman with a smirk. Her voice was low and musky. Add that I can't skip. I can skip this one. I lost my spot. Tom felt his skin prickle. He could sense evil was close by. "Who are they?" murmured Elena. Tom stared at the figures. Their bodies were ghostly and surrounded by a smoky purple cloud. He drew his sword, but the male stranger just laughed. "Put down your weapon," he ordered coldly. "Your sword is useless against me for now. I am the great Velmal." So this is Gwildor's dark wizard, Tom thought, hearing Silver growl beside Elena. Velmal wore a dark tunic, and his long hair was a fiery red. Unlike Mavel, his arms and legs were thick with muscles, but the cruel lines of his face reminded Tom of his old enemy. "What do you want?" Tom shouted. "He's a brave child, isn't he?" Tom... "He's a brave child, isn't he?" said the woman with a smirk. Her voice was low and musky. Her hair was a muddy shade of brown. Her eyes unnaturally black, but they burned brightly at the same time. She wore silver armor, dented and scored with many gashes. Despite Tom's wariness, he felt something else, too. Awe. This woman was his enemy, but he felt that they were strangely alike. It was clear she had seen and won many battles. Velmal nodded. "He may be brave, Freya, but he is a fool to come here." He looked at Tom and Elena with pure hatred. "Velmal has told me about you two. I look forward to your deaths." "Enough," said Tom. "I'm here to stop you, Velmal." "You'll have to stop the 6 beasts first," he warned. The wizard looked pityingly at the woman beside him. "They proved too much for the last champion. She must be the mistress of the beasts," whispered Elena. Tom frowned. How could Freya now side with the dark wizard? His father would never join forces with Malvel. He charged forwards, thrusting his sword at Velmal, but the blade passed straight through him and Tom went sprawling into the sand. Velmal smirked and Freya cackled wildly. Tom watched as their images vanished like smoke in a breeze. "You'll need to be much quicker than that, child," said the dark wizard's fading voice, "if you want to defeat Krabb and the other 5 beasts." Freya's laughter disappeared, and Tom was left alone on the beach with Elena and their 2 animal companions. "Tom, look," said Elena, pointing across the water. He followed the line of her finger and saw something on the sea's surface, moving towards the shore. "Is that Krabb?" He wondered. Tom narrowed his eyes. "No, it's the body of a boy." His face was turned up towards the sky, and his knees and feet bubbled above the surface. "Come on," Tom said, running into the water. He heard Elena splashing through the waves behind him. As they neared the floating body, Tom feared the worst. Had Krabb already taken an innocent life? That was chapter 4. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my read through Krabb, the Master of the Sea. And I hope you will join me next time. Alright. Hope you like, subscribe, hit the bell if you guys are interested in more Beast Quest videos. 1 more subscriber till 100. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it. I'm always happy to find out I have more subscribers than I last checked, so it's pretty great. 1 more subscriber, and then we're at 100. Some of my subscribers are like friends and family. But most of you people don't actually know me, so yeah. I might upload a video with my story. I don't know. Maybe, perhaps. Vielleicht. Or whatever. Well, peoples, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. Which might be today. I might make 2. This one and another one. Alright. Bye-bye. Like, comment, and subscribe, of course, but, you know all that jazz. Bye.